friends, welcome back to our channel. In today's session, let's have a look on overloading concept. Right. So in Java, there are three types of overloadings. The first one is constructor overloading. Next, method overloading. Next, operator overloading. First, let us see what is meant by overloading. So, going to the C language, so we had different functions. We can write different user-defined functions outside the main function. And if you are trying to write two functions with the same name but different parameters, for example, some add, this is the one function, and this is the another function, int a comma int b. So the logic is same, but the parameters are different. So the name is also same. Here the name of the function is add. Here also the name of function is add. Here there are no parameters, 0 parameters. Here we are having 2 parameters, and the logic is same. So if you are trying to write such a type of functions with the same name and different parameters in C language, it will not accept. This is not supported in our C language. Right? So no two functions must share the same name. So every function must be having unique name in C language. Whereas coming to this Java programming, in Java programming, this type of concept is supported. This type of concept, that means implementing the same thing in different ways. Right? So that we call it as overloading. So here the name will be same, but parameters will be different. Same name, different parameters. This is called overloading. Right? So this is of three types of overloading. So that means Java supports these three types of overloadings. One is the constructor overloading, method overloading, and operator overloading. So we know that a constructor overloading already we have seen. That means we have seen different types of constructors. So two types of constructors. One is a default constructor without any arguments, and the parameterized constructor. So writing the constructor with some arguments. Right? So based upon the object creation, the particular constructor will be invoked. That means that particular constructor will be executed. So that is called our constructor overloading. Constructor without arguments, and this is parameterized constructor. That means there will be parameters. We will pass some parameters. And method overloading also same. So having the same name with different parameters. Operator overloading in Java, we had one operator for the example of operator overloading, that is plus symbol, plus. So this is having, this can be implemented in two ways. One is addition operator, another one is concatenation operator. So the same symbol is used for two purposes. One is addition, other one is concatenation. So implementing in different ways, the same thing implementing in different ways, that we call it as operator overloading. So all these terms we call it as polymorphism. So executing the same thing in different ways. So this polymorphism in our Java is achieved by implementing this overloading concept. So that can be the constructor overloading or a method overloading or any operator overloading, right? So this polymorphism is achieved by implementing this overloading concept, and this is called, so everything will be executed during the compile time itself. So this is called compile time polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism. So there are again two types of polymorphism. So compile time polymorphism and the runtime polymorphism. And this is done during the compile time itself. So that's why we call it as a compile time polymorphism. So finally the compile time polymorphism is achieved by implementing this overloading concept. Now let us see one by one constructor, method and operator overloading. So I will give you simple examples for easy understanding. So we know that our program can have any number of classes. Just we will write one class. So some class A, right? In the class we can have the variables and methods. And first of all, let us write the constructors. So this is a constructor. We know that a constructor is similar to the method. It is also having the same name as a class name, but it doesn't have any return type. So if you write this return type, this will be a method. If you are not writing any return type, this will be treating as a constructor. So A, constructor 1, right? So this is one, and I am writing one more constructor with the parameters. Int A, so I am writing the construct class. Now I have to write the main function. Okay, so for that I am writing one more class. So let us write the class here. Class C overload. Class C overload. Public static void main arguments. I have to create an object, right? So creation of object means class name, the object obj1 is equal to new keyword and the constructor. So here, as we are giving the no parameters, so this will be executed, this block will be executed. A object 2 is equal to new A of some 10. So here we are passing one parameter as in the constructor. So it will search for the constructor with one parameter. So this block will be executed after creation of this object 2. Right? Hope you understood. So implementing the same constructor in different ways. So with parameter and without parameter. So that will search for this particular constructor, right? So hope you understood this one. This is called a constructor overloading. Constructor overloading. So we will see by implementing in the system also, right? Now let us see the method overloading. Method overloading also similar. Some class A. Let us write the method. Just avoid the constructor, write the method. So for writing the method, first we have to write the return type. So void some display. System dot out dot println display. Next, I am writing one more method with the same same method name. Display int a. System dot out dot println a is equal to plus a. Okay. So this is the method. Both are the same. Previously we have written the constructor, and this is a method. Right? Now I have to create an object and I have to access this display. So a obj is equal to new a. So it will search for this constructor. There is no constructor, so nothing will be happened. Right? So object is created. Now through this object we have to access this one, obj dot display. So this will search for this method with no argument. So it will search for the method with no argument. So this block will be created, executed. Next, obj dot display some 30. That means we are passing one parameter here. So it will search for the method, this one. Right? So it's the same method with the parameters. So it will search for this, and this block will be get executed. That's it. This is about the method. So both are same, right? So previously we are not writing any return type, so it is treated as a constructor, and here we are writing some return type, and this is called a method. So both are equal, right? So we can write one more method with the two parameters. So we can write any number of methods, but there must be a difference in parameters, number of parameters, and that should be accessed in our main function. Hope you understood this method overloading. Now let us see the constructor overloading. Operator overloading, the third one. So we know that we have seen just now addition operator, that is a plus, is the operator overloading. So plus can be used for both purposes, that is addition as well as concatenation. See, a simple thing, class A, some int a is equal to 5, b is equal to 6. Okay, these are the instance variables. Let us write here itself main function. Right here, I have to access this one, so I have to write the constructor a obj is equal to new a. Now I will access this one. So system dot out dot println, right, a plus b is equal to plus obj.a plus obj.b. Right. See, so just I want to add two numbers. So two numbers I have taken as instance variables. So I am accessing these variables by using the object created for this class. So don't get confused. Let us write b here. That is right here b. Okay. Wait. Here we are taking a and b as a variables. Right. C object and new C is a class name. Right. So here I am trying to add two numbers and printing the result. So this will be as it will be printed a plus b is equal to, and here I am adding two numbers, object.a plus object.b. But here it will treat it as a concatenation. So the output will be not the 11, it will print 56. If you write this one in such case, it will consider it as a concatenation and it will print 56. So that in order to perform the addition, we have to enclose this in parentheses. So if you enclose these two in the parentheses, automatically the result will be 11. Right? Hope you understood this one. Plus is used for both addition and the concatenation. So if you have failed to write the parentheses here, it will treat it as a concatenation. So if you enclose this statement within the parentheses, it will treat it as an addition. Right? So this is called operator overloading. Now let us see all these things, the constructor overloading, operator overloading and the method overloading by implementing the programs in the system. Right?
Hi friends, so now let us see the overloading concepts by implementing a simple program. So we have seen the three types of overloading. So first one is constructor overloading, then method overloading and operator overloading. First let us see the constructor overloading. Let us write a class with a constructor. So I am writing the constructor here. I am not writing any return type, so it will be treated as a constructor. So just I will display something. Right, constructor without arguments, and I will write one more constructor with one argument. Constructor with arguments, right? So I will close. I will write one more this one, C overloading, constructor overload, C overload. I am writing the public main function. So I am creating a constructor, an object by using the constructor. So this will execute the constructor without any arguments, and the next one I will create a one more object obj1 with one parameter, some 10. So it will execute the constructor with one argument. So whenever this object is created, the control will search for this constructor name in the class. So if it is there, that particular block will be executed. If it is not there, nothing will be executed. And if you create this line executes, and here we are passing one parameter to the constructor, so that the compiler, the control will search for this constructor with one parameter in the above class. So if it finds, automatically it will execute that particular block. So let us save this and execute this. C overload.java. Now let us execute this one. C overload.java. Right. Java C overload. See, constructor without arguments, constructor with argument. So first object we are writing, we are calling the constructor without argument. So it was displayed first in the first line, and in the second line we are creating an object passing with the parameter to the constructor. So this one will be executed, and everything will be done at the compile time itself. So that's why we call it as a compile time polymorphism. So this is a constructor overloading concept. Constructor overloading. So let us see the method overloading concept. So just simple. Let us rename this one method overload.java. Yes. So here we have to write a return type void add, and here also void add. Here we will take a two parameters int a comma b, and here so we will take a two parameters here also, local variables, two local variables. A is equal to some 10, we will directly take these values. B is equal to 20, and let us sum these two, a plus b, and let us print the sum. So this is the code written in this function. Sum is equal to, right. So the same thing we will write in different way, taking two parameters as inputs. Int c is equal to a plus b. So don't get confused, these are the two variables, local variables in this method, and those are the local variables in that method. So otherwise if you are confusing, let us change the variable names x, y, and z, right. So let us print the same thing, system dot out dot println sum is equal to plus z. Now let us create one object, so we can remove this one. So by using that object, call the method add, so that the first method will be called object dot add. We have to pass some parameters, some 40 comma 50. So these two will be stored in x and y, and it will be performed. So let us see this one, let us execute this one, java c m overload.java. Oh sorry, yes, so c was not declared, just we can declare a c, right. So just clear screen, java m overload. So I'm executing the class file, could not find load main m overload. Oh sorry, yeah. See, sum is equal to 30 and sum is equal to 90. So for by calling the first function, this block will be executed, because this is the method with no zero arguments, right. The control will search for the method with zero arguments, and in the second line the controller will the control will search for the add method with two arguments in the class. So if it finds, it will execute that particular block. So this is not allowed in our C programming. That means no two methods or user defined functions should not have the same name. So here it can have a same name but different parameters. With the different parameters it will be accepted, it is supported, right? So this is all about the method overloading. Now let us see the operator overloading. That's a very simple thing. So let us see, just let us write a function. So let us take variables a is equal to some 10, b is equal to some 30, some int c is equal to, or directly we can write it, system dot out dot println. Let us take, sorry, a plus b is equal to plus a plus b. So a plus b means generally we have to get the output. So let us write the main function in this, in the same thing, static void main string arguments. Let us create, so let us take op operator overloading, op obj is equal to new op, right? So let us call this function add. Let us save this op.java. Now let us execute this one. So this is also just a program for addition of two numbers. So we are calling the function. In the function we are taking two local variables and we are trying to add those two local variables and printing the sum, right? So let us see the output. op.java, right? What's the result? A plus b is equal to 10, 30. Because here 10 and 30, here this plus is treated as a concatenation operator. So it is treating it as a concatenation operator. Plus is treated as concatenation. So if you enclose this a plus b in the parenthesis, then it will treat it as a addition operator. So our output will be a plus b is equal to 40. So hope you understood the difference. So in the absence of parenthesis, it will be treated as a concatenation operator. So 10 and 30, 10 and 30 are concatenated. So 10, 30 it will be printed. So if you enclose them in the parenthesis, automatically those two will be get added and the result will be displayed, right? So this is the operator overloading. So the same operator but implementations are different. So in one logic we are using the plus as a concatenation, in another logic we are using plus as an addition operator, right? So let us stop here. Hope you understood this operator overloading concept. So method overloading, constructor overloading and operator overloading. So this is called, I mean, by implementing this we can achieve the polymorphism, that is compile time polymorphism, right? If you really understood my sessions, like my sessions and share my sessions with your friends, and if you are having any doubts, feel free to post your doubts in the comment section, so that definitely I will try to clarify all your doubts. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much.